How's it going, guys? We are back on another video here, and this video is going to be telling you how to get started in HUT. If you're new to the game, like you got the game on EA Play or recently just purchased the game, because I know a lot of you guys are just getting into the game now, so I'm trying to give you guys my best tips on how to get a good team, get coins, all that good stuff. So make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe if you're not already. Let's hop into the video right now. So I want to be straight up with you guys, okay? So basically, one thing that will unfortunately be the reality, and that does suck, if you have started the game, recently in the last week, the team of the season is currently out, which is probably one of the worst events to start with if you're playing the game. And the reason why I say that is the fact that you're not going to have enough to make these cards. You're just not. And the only possible way to get enough cards to possibly have enough to actually make one of these, unfortunately, guys, would be by working the market an insane amount, which, like I said, I can't expect many of you guys to, commit that kind of time to the marketplace. It's just quite a bit here. So, I will say this, guys. Listen, 15 91 pluses to make a team of the season card is very, very expensive. If you do the math, obviously, on, what 91s are going for currently, it's quite a bit. So, at a minimum, 91s are going for, let me just double check here. Yeah, so they're going for around 100K-ish. So, I mean, you can kind of do the math, guys. It's going to be over 1 million coins here. A lot, actually, to make a team of the season card just straight up with 95. So, I would say, guys, like, really just don't worry about the team of the season. What I would say is, what I would really focus on if I were you guys is this. So what I also mentioned in my last video is about the fantasy cards. So now these expire in 20 hours. So if you're watching this and they're gone, unfortunately probably skip past this part. But what I would say is, if you have not already, make sure you make the random bound Stanley Cup Playoffs fantasy card, because you're able to get a very solid card no matter what. Even if this card does not go up at all, they're going to be a 93 overall card forward, which is going to be pretty helpful for you, just starting the game out. And you need 6 collectibles for that, which, it sounds a little bit scary, but realistically, it's not that hard to get the collectibles required for that, all right? So, of course, you have your options here of trading in 785 pluses to get 1 collectible, trading in 587 pluses to get 2, and finally trading in 389 pluses to get 6. So basically, you'd probably want to trade in the 689 pluses, and really the best way to do that, which I would really recommend here, is go to the XP collectibles, all right, sets, all right? And what you want to do here is, with the XP collectibles that you do earn from playing the XP path, is make these 85 or 90 overall chance packs here, right? Because if you get the 90, you could use that for the 89 pluses. And if you really want, another huge thing, if you want to start making maybe potential team of the season cards, you could obviously do these sets as much as you possibly can, and of course, eventually have enough to the point where you can sell all these cards off the 90s. They go for like 40K all, pretty much, minimum, which is solid. And then, of course, you can get a decent amount of coins through it just by selling all the cards. You're not going to always get a 90, obviously. That's kind of the risk about it, but it's a pretty good bet to use your collectibles on those, I would say. The thing, guys, that I would say is very important to take advantage of if you're new to the game is working on the objectives, all right? So, for someone like me, I'm not a big fan of, all these objectives where it's just like, constant, just team of the week, fill your team with this. I have to say it, guys, for the most part, the team of the week collectibles are worth it, because if you, use some team of the week items here in your lineup, use them in squad battles, rivals, whatever it may be, it's not very, very challenging here. I mean, essentially, you need to play 20 games with team of the week items, 30 assists with team of the week items, 80 shots, 20 goals, and you get yourself a 90 overall team of the week card, right? It's a choice pack of all of the 90s, not all of them, but I think it's like 5 or 6 random 90s or something that have ever come out for team of the week. So it's definitely worth it. I mean, like I said, even if you don't want to use that card, you could always trade it in for a future set. So I think that's pretty worth it, right? definitely do the squad battle objectives. As you can see, I've already done them, so you can't really see them here, but I definitely would recommend doing the squad battles. It simply gives you packs and coins, which obviously is very crucial each and every week here for you, earning coins and of course cards, right? Which is we're all looking for, right? So definitely recommend that here. I also when it comes to, earning XP, guys, just do all of the XP objectives. I mean, you simply do that, you're going to get yourself very, very far in the XP path, a lot quicker than you'd think, honestly, as well. So definitely take advantage of that and just start grinding those objectives out as soon as you possibly can here, because like I said, any of these objectives you can do is a positive for sure. I mean, any sort of free items. I mean, the cover athletes is very good, actually, guys, because, I mean, think about it. You get, 86 and 88 and 88 and 86, right? And then again, those cards can be used in for the fantasy sets. You get a random 90 at the end as well. So I mean, again, just plenty of great, things you can earn here. Other thing, guys, I definitely would say is make sure you take advantage of the team of the season collectibles that you can earn throughout the game modes here. So obviously, first off, in moments here as well, you get a total of 12 team of the season collectibles, and each and every single day at 5 o'clock Eastern, those reset. So make sure you take advantage of that as well. But make sure you do the cover athlete moments, because you get plenty of good overall cards. You can use all of these as well in the fantasy sets, right? Like, those 85s, right? And then you get 86s, 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 88s, 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 and 88s, which is very, very crucial, guys. Very crucial to get fantasy collectibles. You can essentially make the balance set from just almost that, which is really, really good, honestly. So I always do the weekly moments. They take very little time, guys. You need to get 3 face-off wins, 8 passes, 10 hits, 1 goal, and win a game. It's very, very simple to do the moments. Definitely make sure you take advantage of those moments. Other moments, the Team of the Week moments are, they're not terrible. I mean, you do get an 88 overall, and again, these are very, very simple as well. It does not take much at all here if you're trying to just get like any sort of just decent overalls for your team to get started. The tutorial moments are kind of okay. That's where you get your hat trick player from, like those Logan Coutures, the Shea Webbers. I don't think those cards are really that great, if I'm being honest with you, so I don't think it's that important really to go ahead and grind through it, but definitely if you're into the, the X Factors and all that, definitely take advantage of doing the X Factor moments here, and then you get yourself an X Factor card here. Not one of like the big names, but like, decent overalls there. And again, it's just by playing offline. I know a lot of people don't like playing offline, but it's certainly ways to actually earn stuff. Obviously, some of these are, not the greatest here of what you can, actually, earn, right? I mean, some of these, aren't really useful, unfortunately, anymore, which is also, kind of an L. But, again, there's always ways to earn stuff. Some moments, are obviously useless, unfortunately, now, right? Like, so if you're, just hopping in now, and also, guys, if you're hopping into the game, you can do the fantasy hockey moments as well and actually earn collectibles here. So you get 2 there, all right? You get 2 there, and you get 2 more here, so you get 4. So you get yourself 4 out of the 6 of the way there to actually make even the balance set. So we even do that as well, guys, if you have not already. And guys, Hut Champs, I would say is very, very tough, because, I mean, Hut Champs is obviously going to be very challenging against, a lot of good players, and you're going to be playing against really top-tier teams. So I would really recommend probably avoiding Hut Champs for now if you're a newer player to the game here, for sure. And definitely, I would not open packs. I always say that, guys. I'd never really recommend opening packs. I think it's very, very risky, and typically you're going to get disappointed with the results. That's just the reality of it. But as I mentioned, always, like I said, claim the free pack. Every single event has a free pack of just collectibles from the event, and you do get a random player, which typically the player is not really worth anything, but still better than nothing, right? Also, you are able to work the market, right? And that's a huge way where a lot of people make tons of coins, guys, is working the market, honestly. I'm not someone that really does it as much anymore, but I know there is so much value in working the market, and you can really earn tons of coins in that way. And really, the way I recommend working the market here, guys, is, for me, for example, I have 576,000 coins. So what I'll do is I'll put my buy now maximum to 576,000 here. And then essentially I want to, sort by overalls, right? I mean, obviously, if I'm trying to get like steals here, I'm not going to be sorting by like, 88s, right? So I'll start by like 85 to, 89. Then you can go essentially to the 59th minute here. It's a little bit tedious to get there, but once you get there, you go to the 59th minute, hit the place bid button, and then the market will refresh, and you'll see the new cards instantly get listed for that. Another thing that I think is a very, good way to work the market and actually earn coins is, for example, guys, like a card like 91s, right? Cards like 91s, we all know what they're going for. They're going for around 100K-ish, right? And, by that logic here and knowing that fact, you can go to the auction house here and see that right now the cheapest one up is going for 98,000. So essentially, what you really could do, if you want to try to get some steals here, buy now maximum 90,000 and just spam refresh the auction house like I'm doing right here. And what you need to really be mindful of is that a lot of other people are doing this as well, and they're trying to earn cards themselves as well. And like I said, it's not something that I know a lot of people will love to do because it's time consuming, right? This is not the the fancy way of doing things. Probably best time to do this as well is when new content is being released on content days like Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern. That's typically when new cards come out, new packs get released as well. People are going to be opening packs and all that good stuff. Especially on event days like Fridays, though, is a day definitely that I would, really more so say that is going to be more likely where you actually see steals pop up. And also, easier to get more steals when it's late at night. And the reason why I say that is because, well, not as many people are going to be working the market. People go to sleep, people work and all that, right? So if you work a time where you can be up late at night, then maybe this could be a really good way to get some steals. Because back in the day, I was working the market, guys. Not even back in the day. I was working the market like 3-4 months ago, and I was able to get a lot of steals, and I actually made a good amount of coins by doing this. So, like I said, this is probably the best pure way to actually make coins and get a good team is just grind the market out here. But like I said, it's time consuming, it's mind numbing. So it's up to you though, guys. But let me know if you have any questions, if you're new to the game, of what you should do, who you should buy, or all that good stuff. I'm gonna make another video probably tomorrow on the best cards to buy at all price ranges. So if you're new to the game, be on the lookout for that one as well. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, please make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you're not already. Follow me on Twitch, Henreek. I'm live there every single day. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Henreek3s, and I'll see you in the next one.